Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video, and as you can see I'm working in my traveler's notebook and it's all about the books I read. So this is part of my read and review series. I'm still trying to finish up the books I read for 2020. So the book that I'm featuring today is called The Girls at the Kingfisher Club by Genevieve Valentine, and this is another one that I read on Chirp, and I think it came up as a recommended option, or it was a deal of the day, or something like that. So I wasn't like actively seeking it. It just came up, I read the description, and it sounded interesting. And it's based in the Roaring 20s. So that was intriguing to me because I like that period. But then it says it's based on an old fairy tale called The 12 Dancing Princesses. I had never heard of that. I had no idea what that fairy tale was. I was not familiar with it. Apparently, it's about a bunch of sisters who are princesses, and that's kind of what this is. They're not princesses, but they are all sisters, and there's an intrigue story that happens about them doing things maybe society thinks they shouldn't do, or at least their father thinks they shouldn't do, and just how their life changes and coming into their own. So if that kind of story sounds interesting to you, you might enjoy this book. I had already pulled out all of my pocket cards that I have. I originally got so many of these because I thought I was going to scrap my books in pocket pages, and then decided I liked Traveler's Notebook better for this particular project. But so I still have all these, and I want to try to use them. And I knew I had something with gold in there. I just couldn't remember what it was. It turned out to be this, which is awesome. It's got gold foil printing. I think this was a Kelly Perky one, maybe? Or Feed Your Craft. I know they did several book releases. I'm not sure, but whoever makes it, I love it. Look at that. That's fantastic. And I like how it looks with this, because the 20s, it makes me think a little bit, of flappers and opulent jewelry like she's got on and that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking I want to overlap this somehow. I may have to matte this in a different color. I'm thinking maybe red to match her lipstick there. But that's at least my motif for what's getting me started today. So I pulled out my red scraps, and I have found a piece of paper that feels like maybe it shouldn't go, but I kind of like it. I have this one. Check out that pattern. Now, that's a lot of pattern on pattern, and it is a little wild, but it feels kind of 20s to me. And I like the fact that I might be able to overlap them somehow and just do some layering. I don't know, there's something about the combination I really like. So I think I'm going to play around with it, see what I think looks best. And then I'll probably have to cut down some of this, because if I use this the way it is, it doesn't leave me a whole lot of room for journaling, which will be tough because I do want to say some things. So I don't know, maybe I can cut this off, tear it. I'm not sure, but I'll play around with it and see what happens. I cut down the red and pink paper here, and I think I'm going to arrange it something like that. This will be pretty close to the top. This will be overlapped a bit to the edge, and then the photo will kind of be over both. And that still leaves me a good chunk of area down here to journal. Now that I have those all adhered, I do have to say it's getting tougher to keep them all the way stuck down because this is getting pretty thick. I'm almost at the end. Getting tougher. I might have to go back and put some red line tape under there to make sure that it really stays stuck down. But beyond that, I pulled out some extra embellishment things I have that are all reading related. I'm going to go through there and see if I can find anything that goes with what I've already done. Well, I didn't find a lot in there that I thought would work with what I already have, except this. It's black with white writing. You can't get any more simple than that. I think I may just kind of overlap it right here, and then I may do some black sprinkles up here, just a little bit of splattering, and then the rest will be journaling, and I might leave it like that. The only other thing I can think of is I might look for some other gold embellishments that might work, but I'm really struggling with what else to include here. I went into my general embellishment stash just to see what I had, and I found these, which might work because they have red. I don't know that I would use all of them, but maybe one. And then I have these, and I thought maybe just using asterisks of some kind around the page might liven it up a little bit. So I'll try this and see how it goes. I added one of the gold asterisks over here, and I do like that. So I think now I'm going to take one of the smaller ones and put it up here somewhere, and I'd like to do a visual triangle somehow. So not sure how that would work. Well, I could do maybe one down here, one up towards the middle. Would that give me a triangle? Maybe. An oddly shaped one, but it might work. I added two more. I added the medium-sized one up here, and then I did put the small one down there. I still have plenty of room to journal. I do think, though, I was looking at the previous page, and because this is covered, and even if I put something on here, it won't show through, I think I am going to do just a little bit of splattering with my black Heidi Shine, and hopefully I won't get too much on there. A little bit goes a long way, and it won't bleed through, so that might be all I need to finish it off. All right, I've covered this side because I don't want the splattering to get over here if I can help it. And then I also have some scratch paper here to cover the photo. And then what I really want to do is just get it right to there, and then maybe just get a little along the edge. Of course, with splattering, you never know exactly how it's going to come out. It's always taking a chance, but I'm going to do my best. I always tap off as much as I can, really, to try to avoid some of the glops that might happen. That way, hopefully, I just get a little bit in the corner. That's pretty good. Maybe a little bit right here wouldn't be bad. More doesn't want to come off, so maybe I'll just leave it like that. I'm going to remove the paper and see what I think. You know what? I think that's fine. I don't want to do too much. If I did any more, you know what? I say I'm going to leave it, but I'm not. I'm going to try to get just a little. This could go badly, but I'm going to give it a whirl. Oh. Stay put. There we go, about like that. There, perfect. Just a little bit in the corner. Not too shabby. All right, there we have it with the layering, the little gold embellishments, and then the splattering. I'll show a close up there, just a tiny bit up here, a little bit at the bottom, and that's it. Short and sweet on this one, which is a-okay. So here's another one done for my books of 2020. I'm almost near the end. Thanks for watching.